Little fun note. Can you tell one fact about your opponent that people should know, or one interesting thing that people should know about your opponent? Why should not vote her? Why should they vote for you?
Yeah. So see, firstly, I spend very little time on criticizing my opponents. I do ask people on their stance.
Okay.
See, right now, in the last 5 years, as a TDP aspirant, as a TDP candidate, there are certain stances we have taken. We have said that we are against the privatization of Vizag Steel Plant.
Okay.
And we have participated in umpteen protests as a party and as an individual in the last 5 years. I think my opponent has not participated in any, and she has not communicated in the last 5 years about her stand on the Vizag Steel Plant. So leave whether she's supporting it or denying it. She hasn't even spoken about it. I haven't seen a single evidence to state so, or the establishment of the railway zone vaulted division to allocate the land. State government has not given it for almost a year and a half after the railway zone was announced. And now on questioning of the opposition, in a hurry they have allocated 52 acres in a catchment area of a reservoir where nothing can be built. So I think still it has not solved the problem. So what is your stance? Have you questioned your party on why railway zone, the division has not been established? I don't see any evidence in the last 5 years of that questioning happening. In terms of the number of employment jobs that have been created in Visakhapatnam, what have you said? What have you made happen? See, people of Visakhapatnam want somebody who is going to come and contribute at the end of the day. And if you have not done anything for the contribution of Visakhapatnam, what message are you going to the people with? So
one of your promise about Visakhapatnam steel plant privatization is that you would not make it happen.
We will stop it. As a party, that's our stand.
Okay.
See, we were in alliance with the BJP even in 1990-2004 when Mr. Vajpayee was the Prime Minister. Even then we had gone and requested the Prime Minister that this is an issue of sentiment for us and we ask you to reconsider that decision, and the Prime Minister was kind enough to listen to us because he realized how seriously we are taking it as a state. Unfortunately today the state government, YSRCP, has taken a very casual, relaxed stand about it. They said, hota hai, hone do. That you should not take a very tough stand. That's very unfortunate. See, this is giving employment to about 40,000 people. 26,000 acres of land has been given by the farmers of this state. 17,000 farmers have given land, out of it 8,000 are still waiting for jobs. Without resolving any of these problems, without answering the questions for the future, without giving a chance for the steel plant to prosper, it still does not have a captive iron ore mine of its own. How can you expect it to succeed? So we will say that please don't privatize it, please enable us to make it profitable.
Sir, one more important thing is that you have been little off the controversies. You have not been in any controversy, but still there was incident that your institution has been in controversy because of destruction of the compound wall, which YSRCP has alleged that there's a around 40 acres that was allegedly been encroached. What do you have to say on this?
See, that there is government land within our boundary wall is a matter of public record because we have conducted a joint survey exercise with the government of Andhra Pradesh in 2006. And after the joint survey, some amount of land, I think around 8 acres, was ascertained, and this was not a willful encroachment. We built our wall in 1983, right? And we were told that between these two roads, this hill is your boundary, and that's how we built it. We didn't cross that guideline. So back then the technology was very different. It's a 100-acre campus. So as soon as it came to light, we said, you please regularize it. This is our campus. We're running it here. We have buildings here. We have so many students. The government has agreed.
Okay.
It has recommended it to the cabinet, and we had agreed to pay money to buy the land.
Okay.
See, we're not asking it for free, or we're not saying that chhod do. We said at that point, in 20 years ago, we said we'll pay whatever is the government market value, you charge it. So this has happened 20 years, right? I entered Gitam as president in 2018.
Okay.
So way before my time. See, right now they have nothing to sling at me as an individual, as a candidate. But as a president of Gitam, I am responsible for the institution. So I cannot distance myself from Gitam.
Is that to woo you to join YSRCP? Is that an act of revenge?
No, it's an act of revenge.
Okay.
I don't think they're wooing me. They haven't asked me to come to their party or anything. I think they're
intimidating.
Yes. There's intimidation, financial intimidation. And
Because many of businessmen in Andhra Pradesh have been alleging that YSRCP is practicing this intimidation act.
See, the simple thing is, as a government, if they have given land to an ashram, to a religious ashram, 15 acres, about 5 or 6 kilometers or 10 kilometers from Geetam, where the land value is about, I don't know, 15, 20 crores an acre.
Okay.
They've given it at 1 lakh or 2 lakhs per acre. Why have you done that? They have given it to an international school about 1 kilometer behind Geetam.
Okay.
You have given it at 1 acre for 1 crore per acre. You have given 9 or 10 acres. Why have you done that? See, I am all for it. Support education, right? In the center of the city, you give land to educational institutions, good institutions. It will help the city prosper. But I'm only questioning the double standards. Why Ghar ka murgi dal barabar hai kya? Why are you not looking at Geetam as a good institution? We are ranked in the top 100 universities. We provide high quality education, and we've existed here for 44 years now. I think it's a pride of Visakhapatnam. Why are we being given stepsisterly treatment, stepbrotherly treatment? And when you're giving land to everybody else, we didn't even ask it for 1 crore, we were willing to pay more. So you have set a precedent now. If you've given it to somebody else, so this is what is the problem is. If it's an opposition, you'll apply one rule. If it is somebody else, you'll apply a different rule. That's not fair.
So most recently there's this rumors or allegations, especially from YSRCP, on the drug container. What do you have to say on that? How do you see it?
I don't think this is the first drug bust. I think there have been a couple of drug busts that have happened in Visakhapatnam. It's become very unfortunate that the prevalence of drugs in the city of Visakhapatnam has gone up a lot. It's not that drugs didn't exist before. It's not that people didn't consume it before. That was there. But the prevalence has gone up significantly because there is a very lackadaisical approach from the current state government. It's possible there are allegations of members of the YSRCP being a part of this trade.
But they are alleging against, on TDP, on BJP especially.
See, let's be very simple. Who has the state machinery in their control? Who has the intelligence bureau in their control? Who has the state police in their control? Who has access to more information than we do? See, if you want to bust a TDP leader, do it now. Who's stopping you?
Okay.
Show the proof. Go ahead right now. You have put our own leader on without evidence. You have put Mr. Chandrababu Naidu in jail. Do you think it's that hard to put somebody with evidence in jail? You can do it. You don't have anything. That's the unfortunate thing.
But do you think, sir, that the welfare schemes won't help Jagan this time? Because there is a decent number of welfare schemes that were introduced by Jagan.
Yeah.
And TDP earlier criticized that Andhra Pradesh is going to be next Sri Lanka. But now TDP's manifesto is more of welfare schemes.
No, we have never said that welfare is bad. We have said that only welfare without development is bad.
Okay.
We have said that if you want to do welfare and you want to increase welfare, you also increase investment, you increase state revenue, you increase state taxes, and then you do what you want. Right? The 2 rupees rice was introduced by Mr. NTR in 83-84. The pension of 75 rupees was introduced by Mr. NTR. That pension has been increased by Mr. Rajshekhar Reddy from 75 to 200. From 200 to 2000 it was by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. So I don't understand where you can say that welfare schemes we are doing it. It's been time immemorial. Whenever TDP is there, we've been doing welfare schemes. But we are a party who balance welfare and development. We believe that we need to make people productive. We believe that economy has to grow. We believe that jobs have to be given. We believe people have to dream. People cannot always be slaves. People have to have freedom of choice, freedom of growth. I should be able to buy a house if I want to. I should be able to buy a car if I want to. How is this government helping people to do that?
But most of the MPs from Andhra Pradesh are crorepati's and they are businessmen. So do you think that they would work in the interest of people, common man, like special status? There are promises of special status which has been pending.
Yeah.
Polavaram project.
I think our ability to lobby in Delhi itself has come down after our state was split. From having 42 MPs to having 25 MPs has already weakened us. And to be in a majoritarian government where they don't need an alliance, your ability to push them also becomes less. In 2014 to 19, BJP had a majority government. They didn't need a partner for Lok Sabha. In 2019 also they didn't require a partner. So there's no change in the scenario. ICP promised people, they cheated people that you give us 22 MPs, 25 MPs, we'll in Telugu medal dimputam, which is like we'll hold their collar and pull them down. What have they done in 5 years? All cheating people, that's all. The environment has not changed. Then also BJP had absolute majority, now also they have absolute majority. Why lie, why cheat? And now they're saying that, oh, we'll go beg them, now we go do this. We are saying you do whatever it is, you achieve it. In 5 years, they have not mentioned one special status, what they're going to do, how they're going to fight.
But do TDP has any action plan for this? Because so far there has no.
See, we've already in the past fought.
If you have seen Revant, the Telangana's chief minister has come in Visakhapatnam. He has organized Mr. Sharmila as well.
Yeah.
So they have organized a meeting, and he has clearly told that Jagan and Chandrababu Naidu would work in the interest of themselves, not for the state. What do you have to say?
See, Congress has no credibility in Andhra Pradesh. Congress is the reason why the state was split. Congress is the reason why we lost Andhra Pradesh. We lost Hyderabad. In 2014, when Congress contested out of 175 seats, I think they lost deposits in 174 or 173 seats. So Congress is done. So today, when you have no stakes, when you have no vote share, you can promise anything. Kya hai? I'll bring the moon, you'll say. It doesn't matter, you're not going to win. Today, SRCP is ruling, TDP is the primary opposition. We have a responsibility. What we say, we know that we will win today, if not tomorrow.
Yes.
So we cannot say whatever we want. The central government has said special status, we will not give any more. We're aligning with the BJP today, and we know what their stance is. So I don't think it is likely that that stance is going to change. We're going to ask, because we're going to keep asking. We never know what's going to happen 20 years from now, 15 years from now. But whether we get that status or not, what's important is the state has to develop. And whatever unfair treatment has been given to us during the time of the bifurcation, those things have to be bridged. Whether it be in terms of money, whether in terms of institutions, in terms of completing projects like Polavaram, Amravati. For all of these things, we'll need the help of the centre, and we will really work hard on getting that help and support from them.
Since you're the BC's part, so I've been researching about from 2014, 2019 and 2024. So the BC population in the state was around 50%, 49 to 50%. The Kamma community and Reddy community population was around below 10%, both the community. But the representation
it will be little over 10%. But yeah, close to 10%.
Yeah. But the representation of Reddys and Kamma community in assembly is very much high than the BC community. What do you think? Why do you think so?
See, this is the case in most states. Like you take Telangana as an example, 119 MLAs. I think around 50 winning MLAs, regardless of party, whether it be BRS or Congress or BJP, 50 MLAs are Reddys.
Why? Why do you think so?
I think there's a domination of money in politics. And I think that most of the wealthy people in our country predominantly belong to the forward castes or the OC category. And those OC category are what? It is in Andhra, Telangana, it is Reddy, Raju, Kamma, Velma, Vaishya, Brahman, Kapu. These are the 7 forward castes, right? Predominantly. And you will see most of the wealthy belong to these. And within them, the larger forward castes are Kamma, Reddy, Raju and Kapu. And within these 4, I would say that the most industrialist or most successful businessman as a percentage of the overall successful businessman would belong to the Kamma and the Reddy caste. So they are on average the wealthiest businessmen. If you see 1,000 businesses that are there in Andhra and Telangana, the biggest 1,000 businesses, it's possible that 70%, 60% belong to these 2 communities. So their relatives or somebody else could be those who are in politics. So that influence is there. And once knowledge, power, experience has been vested in a certain community, that continues for some time. It doesn't go away immediately. But if you see how many people are growing up, like how many BCs are getting seats in elections, that's going up. That's also going up, right? Like our forward cast seats that we gave in 2019 is probably the same or less this time than last time. That means more BCs are getting seats this time than before.
Around 36 BCs, I think, among the 130, the 144 seats, I think.
I don't know the exact number.
Yeah.
It could be true.
So do you think that BCs would be with TDP or with SRCP?
See, BCs have traditionally been a vote bank of BCs have traditionally been a vote bank of TDP, and I don't see a significant change in that. I think the BCs are the ones who've really experienced a lot of upliftment during the time of Mr. NTR, and it has continued since then, and that's why it has been a solid vote bank for us. I think the YSRCP has inherited a large part of the Congress vote bank. And the TDP vote bank, but there every election there'll be swings. There maybe 1 or 2% of each vote bank will shift here, will shift there. That may happen from one caste to the other, but I don't see any shift of the BC support from TDP to any other party.
Okay. Sir, one word about Balakrishna.
My father-in-law.
Yes.
Child at heart.
Okay. One word about Mr. Chandrababu Naidu.
Hard work.
Nara Lokesh.
Future.
Okay. And Mr. Pawan Kalyan.
Noble.
Sharmila.
Incisive, like she's attacking her brother and her YSRCP very incisively.
Okay.
So I would say incessant or persistent, maybe.
Now the most interesting part, one word about YS Jagan.
Iron will, I'll say that.
Okay.
But I'll also qualify that statement.
Okay.
See, when he won as
What is that word, sir?
Iron will.
Iron. Huh?
Iron will.
Okay.
So I said that is what's the, I don't know what the Hindi word for that is. So Mr. Jagan, when he's won as the chief minister, I thought he's got 151 MLAs. We lost. We were disappointed. But I thought this kind of a mandate comes once in a lifetime, and you can do so much good with it. Unfortunately, that has not happened. It's quite sad. If he had used that mandate to actually be magnanimous, to be generous, and to carry people with him, I think he would have been in a much stronger footing now. I think the iron will is that being out of power, being in the opposition, fighting against the Congress, fighting against all these people, and still surviving in opposition for, I don't know what, 10 years or 9 years, and then coming to power after that is impressive. Only thing, the unfortunate part is misusing all of that.